So hi YouTube. And just bear with me. I'm just going to plug myself in because I think that we are pretty low on battery in one way and another. Just a moment. There we go. And let's see if we are now live on Facebook. So I don't think any of you can actually see me on Facebook. Oh, you can see me on Facebook. That's good. Okay. Hi, Laura. Lovely to be with you. So, okay, what I'm going to talk about is to do with soul contracts and the fact that very often people feel that they should be very, very sure about what their purpose is. So I was working with someone today that I haven't worked with before, and I hadn't even got my eyes shut when her guides were there and some loved ones were there, and they were telling me very, very loudly that this person did not need to doubt herself. And we had a language barrier as well. So that was interesting. And that this person was absolutely where they needed to be. And this is a message that is coming through loud and clear when I'm working with people at the moment. So I wanted to jump on and talk about soul contracts. So a soul contract is an agreement that you make with another soul, either before coming into the physical body or when you're astrally traveling whilst you're here on Earth. And every soul contract has built within it the opportunity for the contract to go further or for you to actually exit the soul contract at any point you wish. And our soul purpose is more about us than it ever is about anybody else. And the reason I want to say this is because one of the most common misconceptions that people have is that their soul purpose is about healing others or rescuing others or doing for others perhaps what it is easier to do for others than it is to do for yourself. So I actually want to tell you about my soul contract. So my soul contract is basically to wake people up to their own power. That is my soul contract. And it doesn't really matter how I do that. I could do that in many different ways, but that's what my contract is. So, you know, the message I have for you, if you're wondering what your purpose is, number one, it is about what you need most right now. So what a lot of you need right now is clarity. And that clarity really is that you are right where you are supposed to be. The other thing that your soul purpose brings into play is how much you should be doing for other people. So we're talking about, you know, spouses, family, we're talking about clients, we're talking about friends. Only what you can do. Now that sounds pretty obvious, but healers very, very normally try to do way more than they can do, and they wonder why they feel taken advantage of or why nobody takes their advice. You're only supposed to do for another soul what you can do. The minute that you start getting upset, feeling resentful, feeling taken advantage of, feeling ignored, feeling as though there's a lack of validation, you're doing more than you contracted to do. And invariably, if you're doing more for someone than you are supposed to do, they will stop making an effort themselves. So if you have been trying your very, very best to help, motivate your spouse or your friend or your sister, and they just don't seem to appreciate what you do, it is because why should they make an effort when you're doing it all for them? And the problem is with that is you can't do that long term because it's not yours to do. And very often when you stop trying to heal, rescue, overgive, interfere, the people that are in your life, they will actually, of their own accord, start doing what you were trying to get them to do. And I most often see this in imbalanced relationships where one party is trying to motivate the other person into giving them a commitment or to giving them some kind of emotion that they're not getting willingly. You are never going to make another soul do something by doing more for them than you should. So that is one thing I want to say about your soul contracts. You are only supposed to do what you can do. Okay, so the other thing we want to say to you is that however your life looks to others, however little you feel that you have achieved, and I want to say here, I had a reading myself this week. And, although I am a trained evidential medium, I have got about as much interest in evidential mediumship as I have in going to the dentist. It just doesn't tickle me bits. And I like my bits being tickled. And, this evidential medium basically said, I'm wasting my time because I don't give messages from dead people and that I shouldn't enjoy it. It's about giving messages from dead people. And I came away from that reading and my husband said, what a knob jockey. And I know I help people behind the scenes a lot every day of my life. And I may not be a platform evidential medium. I may not be telling people that their grandma is in spirit because that's not what I'm here to do. And I'm not failing and neither are you. So this is what my message is to you. Whatever it looks like to your mind, whether you feel as though you should be more successful than you are, whether you feel as though you should be doing more for someone in your life, whether you feel as though you're not good enough to be a healer, whether you feel as though you can't support your children enough, whether it is you feel that something is your fault and that you should have done more, or that something wouldn't have happened if you had done more, I promise you, that is the mind. It is not true at all. You cannot fail your life purpose. The only time you would fail your life purpose is if you committed suicide and you weren't supposed to. And I'm not going to go into that because I have no judgment about any soul that is in that place. But the only time you could possibly not fulfill your life purpose is if you took your life unexpectedly and you weren't supposed to. And sometimes people, that is the way that they go. So there is no judgment at all. So the message here is, if you feel vulnerable right now, which I know a lot of star seeds do, if you feel as though people don't really understand what makes you tick, if you feel as though your gifts are not evident enough and you're not enough of a medium, or you're not enough of a fortune teller, or you're not saving enough people, right? Because you've got a day job or you've got a little one to look after. Anywhere where you are feeling really vulnerable, please understand there are massive shifts going on at the minute, and vulnerability is key. Because if you are feeling vulnerable, it means you're doing your inner processing. I'm not somebody that takes pictures of my food, and I don't take pictures of my nails, and I don't take many pictures at all because I'm busy doing what I came here to do. And I want to say to you, forget about what people say that they're doing. Forget about what people say that they are achieving. I saw somebody boasting about how much money they'd made the other day. Well, good for them, but that doesn't actually mean anything to spirit. Spirit doesn't look at you as being unsuccessful if you're on a fixed income. Spirit doesn't look at you as not fulfilling your life purpose if your teenager is doing drugs and you can't stop them. Spirit doesn't look at you as being a failure if you can't get a job. That is the world's view. That is society. It's got nothing to do with why you're here. I also want to say to all of you that try to tune in to your guides and angels. Now, this is something I felt I should share because I was with an amazing channeler this afternoon that I have the honor and the privilege. Hello. My guides are here. I love you. I love you all. She said to me that she didn't get anything. And this person, you know who you are, is incredible. And she's not a fortune teller. She's a teacher like me. And she said to me, what's it like when you get messages from your guides? And so what I told her is what I'm going to tell all of you. I'm the same as you. I'm no different. I'm no better. I can't read cards because I have the attention span of a gnat. I can't actually read tarot. I'm pretty shit at tarot. I'm a channel. That's just the way I am. But what happens with me when I'm tuning into spirit is I get the energy here. All I do is explain how that energy feels. And as I explain it, I get words and I get symbols in my imagination. I very rarely hear booming voices unless somebody's about to die or the world's about to collapse. So what I want to say to you is if you are tuning in, just the intention to tune in to a course of action that you're thinking of taking or tuning into how a job interview is going to go, tuning in, even if you're not tuning into a guide, you don't have to know who your guides are to tune into them. Boom, you're connected. You are with them in the spirit world. They're in your aura because that layer of your aura is a doorway into the spirit world. The spirit world is only there. The elemental realm is only there, okay? It's in it. When I leave my body, I go through the wall and then I'm wherever I'm being. And, I'm not trapped in the wall. So what I want to say to you is you're with your spirit guides. We are a projection of the higher self. We are a mini-me. The big you is in the spirit world with your guides. So do you know what? Everything that you get from your guides is transferred through your feeling and your knowing. And those of you that want to be more clairvoyant or you want to be more clairaudient, if you are waiting for proof, you're going to be waiting a long time. It's like waiting for an honest politician, right? You're going to be waiting a long time. You'll only get proof when you accept what you have, you pass it on, and the way that you feel as you pass it on or as you accept that this is what you're getting, even if you don't know who it's coming from, right? If you tune into what's next week going to be like, and you tune into what kind of week you're going to have, right? If you feel like it's going to be a very slow week, it doesn't matter whether you're getting that or not from Michael, the fairies, the aliens, Bob Job, whoever, you're getting it. If you feel that you know that, you are getting it from spirit, because you are spirit. So this idea about spirit giving you proof, that is the ego. And that doesn't work. Without faith, nothing works. Without trust, nothing works. Just like any relationship. So I want to say to all of you listening to this, please trust what you get. All a medium does is tell you what you already suspect. That is all we do. So trust what you get. You cannot possibly fail your life purpose, but what you think your life purpose is and what it is much more layered, and it's much more complex. Just because, I'm a full-time clairvoyant does not mean that that's my life purpose. My life purpose is personal to me. It's got nothing to do with all of you as much as I love you. And I'll tell you what my life purpose is. I came here to do my very best, because in many other lives, I buggered off and I ran away. And in this life, I am here to do my best in every single way, every day of my life. And that is why I look permanently knackered. But that is what I do. That is my life purpose in a nutshell. It's got nothing. If I was working in McDonald's, I actually couldn't even get a job at McDonald's. I actually tried just for the hell of it. I didn't get one. If I was working in McDonald's, if I was picking up dog shit, which I do quite a lot, I still have a life purpose, and it is still the same, to do my very best. That's my life purpose. It's got nothing to do with being a clairvoyant. So get away from, am I a healer? Although I do this for people, your life purpose is all about you. It's not about them. It's not about the people you think you're here to heal. It is about what you wanted to get out of this life. And you cannot and will not possibly fail it. Even if you're messing up at the minute, you will eventually get back on your path, and you will do what you came here to do, because everybody does. If you want some help with this, come and have a chat with me. I offer, and I'm going to be unveiling 3 new sessions: a simple psychic report, which I know many of you have taken advantage of. I'm also offering a 30-minute reading, and I'm then offering the 1-hour shamanic cosmic clarity clearing, which is a mixture of a reading, trance healing, and that's my amazing web lady is going to be putting all that up as we speak. I want to say thank you. If you've enjoyed this, please would you like, share and comment and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000, and you can always get rid of me at a later date. We love you. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.